right here. The resurrection, the best day of the year. 'Cause Christ is risen, like he said he'd do. We're gonna celebrate this Easter with you. Come on now. Resurrection. Let's all celebrate 'cause he is alive. Let's all tell the world that Christ is alive. It's time to come together. He conquered death, lives forever. Everyone around the world. It's the resurrection. He's risen tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna worship Jesus tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Jesus, we're gonna shout he's risen tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna worship Jesus tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
What's the matter, Leo?
Your mom's got her cookbooks out, and I do not like the way she's looking at me.
Oh, don't be silly, Leo.
Hey, remember last Christmas? She tried to plug me to make a down feather pillow. Who knows what she's got planned for me now?
I'm sure she's not cooking up anything.
Did you say cooking?
Do you want to hide in my room tonight?
Well, can I? Okay, here's a good idea. Then she comes in to your room, and I'll pretend I'm one of your stuffed animals. So how's this pose?
She'll never know it's you. Hey, are you going to stay with me tonight? Do you think you could tell me one of your great bedtime stories? I'm not tired yet.
Well, sure. It's the least I can do for a boy who's saving me from being Sunday dinner. What kind of story do you want to hear?
How about the story about Jesus? I love Jesus stories.
Me too. Okay, I know lots of stories about Jesus. Which one is your favorite?
My Sunday school teacher told us that about when Jesus died on the cross to make sin go away. And then some people put a giant rock on top of him. Do you know that story?
Well, yes, I do. But the people didn't put a giant rock on Jesus. First, they put his body in a tomb. That's kind of like a small cave. And then they rolled a giant, heavy rock in front of the tomb, so there was no way anyone could ever get in or out again.
But then Jesus came out of the tomb, right, Leo?
Yes, he did.
But how did Jesus get out if everyone thought he was dead and there was a giant rock in the way?
Well, that's the best part of the story. And I know about something very cool that happened on that day Jesus came out of the tomb. Something nobody else knows about.
Really? What happened, Leo? Tell me about this really cool thing.
I will, but I don't want to give the ending away yet. First, I want you to imagine you're in a barn right outside of Jerusalem on the day after Jesus was crucified. That's when the story starts. Can you see it? It's the middle of the night, and the animals are sleeping. At least they're trying to.
Hey, old beef patty, how about a little room here?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I was having a bad dream.
Yeah, well, go have your dream on top of Humpy over there.
Pardon me, good sir. My name is Balthazar. It was on my very own father's back that the great king rode from the east to Bethlehem to see the newborn Savior. And I so proudly bear the king's name. You may call me Tsar if you so desire, but refrain from using the moniker Humpy.
Okay then, Balti. And you can call me when breakfast is ready. And try not to wake me until then, okay? I need my beauty sleep.
Of that, there is clearly no doubt.
Your father really knew the baby Jesus?
Indeed he did, dear lady. A more enchanting child there has never been. After a most extraordinary life, we saw him meet a truly horrifying fate yesterday.
Oh no. Do you mean that lovely young man we saw dragged through the street and nailed to that ghastly cross was...
Sadly, yes, that was Jesus.
Oh my. Oh dear, that's dreadful. Simply dreadful. Why would they do such a terrible thing to him? That poor, poor man. He seems like such a kind soul. I wish I had known him better.
I knew him.
Well, hello there. And where did you come from?
I was with Jesus, but now I don't know where to go.
And who might you be, dear?
My name is Augustus, but Jesus called me Gus.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Gus. Did you know Jesus for a long time?
Yes, he was my friend. I'm little for my age. I've always been the littlest one. I'm not strong like other goats. I'm not good at climbing on rocks either. And butting heads gives me a headache. Sometimes the other billy goats call me puny and runt.
Those are awful things to say.
But Jesus was always nice to me. He patted me on my head and let me carry things for him.
Hey, who's the runt?
Mr. Donkey, be nice.
What? What did I say?
This young man was a close friend of Jesus. How did you meet him, dear?
I saw a big crowd of people listening to somebody one day, so I went to see who it was, and it was Jesus. Then all the people got hungry, me too, but there was no food except for some bread and fish that a little boy had. But then Jesus told some men to start sharing the food, and there was enough for everyone. And he gave me some too.
How do you do that?
Some would call it a miracle. I've heard tell of Jesus doing many such wondrous things.
Then he left to be by himself, but he let me come with him. After that, I stayed with him all the time, and he took care of me. And now, he's all alone in that cave.
Where are you going, dear?
It's almost sunrise time. I want to see if I can help Jesus.
Wait, Gus, don't you know that Jesus is...
Shh. Goodbye, dear. It was lovely to meet you. Come back and see us again, okay?
Okay, I will.
Hey, kid.
Yes, Mr. Donkey.
I'm sorry about your friend. Now you get out of here.
Hello, little one.
Hello? Who are you?
I'm an angel sent by God, and I have a very important job to do. I'm here to help Jesus.
You are? I am too.
Yes, I know. Do you see that great stone blocking Jesus' tomb? We need to move that out of the way so that he can come out, and you're just the one that can do it.
Me? But I'm too little and too weak. I could never move something that giant.
That's what a young boy named David said to me a very long time ago about a giant that he was facing. David was small and weak too, but he had the power of God with him and conquered his giant. You have the same power with you.
I do?
Sure you do. We all do. Nothing is too great to overcome if you believe that God is with you. Jesus is waiting for you, Augustus.
Then I'm going to try and move a giant stone.
Push, Augustus. You can do it.
I'm doing it. The stone is moving.
Keep pushing, Gus. Never give up.
Hello, Gus. It's nice to see you again, my strong friend.
It's nice to see you too, Jesus. I missed you.
Little goat pushed a giant stone out of the way so Jesus could come out of the tomb?
That's right.
But how could he do that?
Weren't you listening at all, Billy? He had the power of God with him.
Wow! But I never read about Gus in the Bible.
I know, and there are ducks all over the place in the Bible too, but you never read about that either. Don't get me started on that. Here's what happened. Gus moved the stone away, and Jesus rose from the dead just like he said he would. And that's why we celebrate Easter.
That's the coolest story ever, Leo.
Billy, time to go to sleep now. Good night, sweetheart.
Okay, Mom. Good night.
Hey, have you seen Leo? I want to talk to him about Sunday dinner.
Uh-oh.
There's nobody up here but my stuffed animals.